Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. Today we have a project called Hold. Hold is a meme token, I believe. So we have Hayden here representing the team. Hayden, if you can go ahead and start out introducing yourself, talk about your team a bit, and just give us some insight into your background experience.
Yeah, right on. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And, just wanted to say it's an honor to come up here and have a chance to speak in front of everybody. It's one of our doctrines of the project is to come and speak in front of people just like yourselves. So thank you for having me and just giving me the opportunity to speak about this. My name is Hayden. I'm on Twitter, Deep Dish Crypto. Some of you may know me from the Telcoin project back in 2017. That's when I've been in the industry for as long as 2017. I've been hunting, gems for a long time. And I've been in the market to see the ups and downs. And, I've been rugged and I've been involved in node projects. And I've just done all the things that make this this industry so interesting and so terrible and so good at the exact same time. So, I've been involved in many projects, and now about a year ago, I found myself involved in Hold, or EverybodyHolds. And this project, and by being involved, I just mean I've been a community member. I was never part of the team. And, I found this token is very interesting. I wanted to come here to speak to you guys about it today. And, just speaking about the project itself and kind of what the purpose of it is and what is it doing different than any other meme coin out there. And so I'll just preface by saying, the market, there's a problem in the market right now. And that problem has to do with the reputation that we have here. And I'm sure you all know projects Pump and Dump, Sam Bankman-Fried, and FTX, like very famously known. And then just recently, what's that girl's name? The Hawktua girl just like rugged everybody for millions. So the industry doesn't have a good reputation so far. And that's why this project was created in the first place. It was created in September of 2023. And we created it to battle snipers, whales, bad actors, inside traders from front loading the contract. And I know that that's something that's been impossible to do so far. It's been so impossible to do that BitLord tweeted out just saying, hey, is it possible to have a truly fair launch token? And so, I think that the developer, when they first started this project, didn't understand fully what they were capable to do and what the project has eventually become to be. But one of the things that they did was they made you were only able to buy 0.01% at first, and that doubled every 6 hours. So they also did a mechanism where they purchased and burned very early on 72% of the supply, the total supply, and then burned it all. So one of the things that makes us truly special, and we all talk about this, is the idea of decentralization, that no wallet has over 0.5%. And that's very true. You can go on to our the DEX tools and check it out, the Etherscan. The numbers speak for itself. And, the idea was to create a token for the people that was truly for the people, and that there wasn't somebody holding 5%, 20%, 40% of the token supply. So currently, just to let you know kind of a little bit about the tokenomics, we're an ERC20 token. Initially, there was 100 billion tokens released on Uniswap. 72% of that, as I said, was purchased and burned. The contract has since been renounced, and right now, there's only 0.8% left on Uniswap available for anyone to buy. And so that's kind of like a little bit of a look on the tokenomics. And I know you wanted us to speak about the team, and we will. So there was a developer, and since then, We have been a CTO token, so we took over in December of 2023. So a couple months later, the developer has since left. And now if you look, there's no marketing wallet, there's no team wallet. They're not selling continuously to dilute the value of the token. We're just a completely community run and driven. And through that, we've been able to do incredible things in the last year. Well, firstly, we've been alive for a year and a couple months. And so it's, that's about a year and 4 months that we've been around. Since then, we've seen many ups and downs in price action, and that only strengthens our distribution. So early adopters sell their tokens, and people coming into the project purchase them, and as well as people who believe in the token. And since then, our distribution is just getting better and better and better and better, and that's what we talk a lot about here. So since the token has started and since we've been CTO, we've been able to accomplish many things. We had 2 AMAs with Jamie Rogozinski, I always say his name weird, from Wall Street Bets. It was because he valued what the project represented and the opportunity that, was in front of ourselves. Because again, the goal was to create the first GameStop/AMC movement in crypto. And I think that, the mathematics are extremely important when it comes down to creating a movement like this. It cannot happen if there's a marketing wallet. It cannot happen if there's a deep team pool wallet. And so there's advantages to not having those. There's obviously disadvantages to not having those either. We don't have a marketing fund. Everybody that comes onto this project comes on willingly and comes on as an investor. So, I think we've all been part of projects where projects, they pay for influencers. They come, they make a tweet, and then they sell their coins right away. And it's just not a sustainable marketing strategy. So for us, we market through the strength of our token, and that brings on a lot of big names because people who are experienced in crypto, when they look at the tokenomics, they understand what the supply squeeze means and what that possibly means for our future. So, we have a number of very large team members that are influencers that are just here because they're not being paid. I'm not being paid. I'm just a token holder, just like all of these people. And, we have been able to create quite a bit of stir just from that. And I mean, over the last year, we went from 500 holders to almost 2,300 holders till today. And of those 2,300 holders, we're at an all-time high. And those 2,300 holders are believers. We're out there shilling every day this project. And, I'll talk a little bit more about some of the things that we're doing. But that's kind of a rough overview of the project so far. And but I just wanted to end with the fact that right now, currently, the current situation is that we are completely community owned. All of the socials are owned by the community. There is absolutely no tie to the developer at all. The chart is absolutely organic, what the growth has been. And if Bitcoin goes to, 100 billion, if it goes to 100,000 plus 200,000, 300,000, the total market cap in the market will be 8 to 10 trillion. And, that will mean more money for projects like this. And our ticker is HOLD, and our Twitter name is EverybodyHolds. And, everybody's not using the hodl meme anymore. Everybody's just saying hold. So we're going to be mentioned a lot. There's a really big opportunity for our growth. Our distribution is better than Bitcoin. Our distribution is better than any token out there, better than SPX, better than, a lot of these meme coins that are pumping right now. Check out our distribution compared to theirs. I guarantee you 100% it's better. And that's what attracts a lot of the big names that are come here today. one more thing. Lastly, we have just recently onboarded someone named Didi Tehatu. I butchered his name. I'm sorry, Didi. But he is one of the first OGs of crypto. He very famously sold his house in 2017 and went all in crypto. And now he's rich beyond his wildest dreams, traveling around the world. And we were able to catch his eye. We did an AMA with him. He's now a holder. He's part of, not our team, but just part of our community. And, he has 84,000 followers on YouTube, and he has his own token, which we will be doing some collaboration work with DDBAM. And we're just extremely excited. And that's the only reason that this would possibly happen is because of the strength of the tokenomics and the strength of the community. It would not have happened otherwise. So that's who we are in a nutshell. And I know there's a lot of questions. I was looking there, and maybe we can answer some questions and talk to some people about the project.
Awesome, Hayden. I appreciate the overview of the project there, man. Now, first off, are you the CTO lead, or are you just a community member in general? If you're not, is there a CTO lead in the project?
There is no CTO lead. There was one developer, and that developer has since left. And we're just, I'm one of the forward-speaking community members, but we're also led by a guy named Patty Stash, and everybody knows him from, the Telcoin days as well. But we have a number of very large influencer community members that are just kind of taken on this role where we go into other projects and speak about it, and other AMAs, etc. So there's no CTO, there's no dev, there's no marketing team. It's just community members coming out and spreading the word for this project.
Wow. It's actually kind of very, interesting, because I'm actually looking at your chart, man. The chart says a lot, right? Like you stated there, you guys launched back in 2023, October, around there. And it went up, it has a big dip, it went back up all-time high, and it went retraced probably, like I say, almost 90% or 80%. And it went back up again, and now we're at, I love the chart, man. This is actually the type of chart that I look for when I want to invest in a project, because it went through a lot of, you guys went to war, right?
That's right. Yeah, we've been through a lot as a community, but we've only become stronger, right?
Yeah, you guys went through the trenches. And you guys survived every single dip. So, if you guys invest in a meme coin, this is the type of chart that you want to look for, right? That shows me a lot about the community members as well, and how strong this token is. And, given that it's a year old, the chart is beautiful. I'm not going to lie. The chart is actually incredible. So yeah, props to that. So I'm actually kind of surprised that there isn't a CTO lead, to kind of like spearhead some sort of directions. So that tells me that somehow you guys able to figure out the way where community members come in and kind of like play each role individually, but somehow cohesively.
Well, I will say, sorry, I don't want to cut you off there, but I will say there's a group of us that are together. I guess if you want to say that we represent a CMO, or a CTO, if you want to say, there's a group of us that have helped to create the marketing material, and we wrote some of the articles that have been going out, as well as helped to create the roadmap, updated the website. There is a group of us that are kind of like the OGs that have been around, that are believers, that are all together. And there's, 15, 20 of us that all come together trying to decide, and we onboard more people into that group as more people join the community. So it's not just like some kind of exclusive club or something like that. We're welcoming all people to have ideas on where the direction of the token should go.
That's awesome. In a sense, you guys have a bunch of CTO leads. In a sense, most of the CTO projects actually, they do have like a designated lead, or whatever you want to call it, based on the community's vote. I'm not sure how to really structure that, but it seems to me that you guys all equally participate in these directions of the project, right? So this is actually really cool, man. Like I said, bro, the chart looks amazing. I love the chart.
And I do
So
want to say about the chart, if you go to the logarithmic view, that's where the money is, brother. The logarithmic view is, we are I always make this reference, but we're SPX. SPX is right where we are now, and then it took off, and, it is where it is now. It's famously. Well, where we are now, I think we have the opportunity to surpass what SPS did in terms of explosion, and that is due to the tokenomics, the supply squeeze that we have happening right now. We have much better tokenomics than SPX had at the time, and look at what they were able to accomplish. Well, we're expecting to do more, quite frankly, and that's because of the strength of the tokenomics.
you're talking about the SPX, the one that's sitting at 800 million around there right now?
That's right. Yeah, it touched up to $1 billion, I think, at one point.
Right. I was actually in it.
That's
I
right.
mean that's
We also
the
have a lot of SPX holders that have now since switched over because they recognize the opportunity that's here. All you got to do is go onto the blockchain and look, and you can start seeing what people are doing. But yes, we do like the SPX community. We have a number of people there, including Joe Grower, who's part of our community as well, and a holder, and also Java NFT, who was a very big shiller of SPX pre-pump, and now he is officially part of our team, our community as well. And so, people, you got to follow the money. You got to follow the money where the smartest people are going, with the people that are making the most. And the big wallets are starting to load from SPX over here.
Yeah, I mean the narrative is there, right? Hold. I mean the narrative is there. Chart looks amazing, but most importantly, like you stated there, I think the distribution of the tokens. Now I have to verify that, but I think you wouldn't come up here and just BS about the distribution. I mean,
Please do look.
72%, right? Everything is on chain, so everybody can, everyone listening here, you guys can all verify that. But 72% of the supply is burned, which is crazy.
And we've also had. We've also had a couple like buy and burn parties just for the community, so it's actually a little bit higher. I think it's closer to 73% now, but yeah, it's all on chain. You can go and check it out. That amount has gone. There's only 27.2 billion or something like that left.
Yeah, I mean that is incredible. All right, and you say there isn't a wallet that holds over 0.5%. Is that right?
That's right. And so if you go and look right now, and I dare everybody to go into it, because I think that if you're newer to crypto, or if you have never done something like this before, I think you should investigate how much are in the wallets. For me, and probably for Seattle here as well, that's one of the first things I go and check, because if I go and invest in a wallet and there's 40% being held by the team, well, you know that you have to be careful with that project, because they could dump 20% at one time or 10% at one time, and that would wreck the chart. You can check it out on our distribution. Just go to Etherscan and put hold in there. But also what I wanted to mention is that every time that we've kind of pumped and we had like some really good rallies and those subsequent dumps, those are really big wallets. Okay. So the thing is that what happens is that most times when the biggest wallets dump on a project, that's the end of the project. That is it. It's called a rug, and it's over. But what happened is, for us, is that we just redistributed and got stronger every time, and you can see what has happened. So over time, what happens is, obviously there are people who get into the project early. That's not going to change for any project that you get into. But what happens is, as those early adopters get out, more people come in, they soak up the volume, and what happens is the distribution gets more distributed, even better than it is today. So a year from now, we expect the distribution to be even stronger than it is today, because people will just be buying. The whole point of this project is that you can get into this project, you can go to sleep, and you know that if the largest wallet dumps, you're only going to lose like 30-40% at the maximum. It's not going to wreck the chart and drive it through the floor. So That's one of the advantages of Hold. We speak about this passionately, that when you purchase Hold tokens, if you invest, you can go to sleep at night knowing that like the project is safe and you're not just going to wake up and it's rugged and gone and done. And I hope that the chart kind of like indicates that.
Yeah, actually, as you're talking here, I did plug the contract into deck screen here. And I'm going to give you guys a quick thing. This is how I do my research really fast, right? So be very mindful, especially at the current climate right now, where there's a lot of uh, projects are being bundled, right? And usually what you want to do is you want to type in the contract and you want to go to snipers, right? And I'll walk through it really quick, and I'm actually going to talk about this project here. And usually when you see at block 0, right, that's like pretty much snipers and or bundled from the inside there, right? That's the only way it's inside there. And you see a lot of project that shoots up, right, with fake volume, and it just chart keeps on going up. It's because they hold like around 90% of the supply, and that's actually very dangerous. Now with this project here, you go to sniper. Now I can tell you that right out the gate, there was a bunch of maybe snipers or insider, but that's not the issue. That's not the most important thing. The important thing is that half they sold everything, and I'm looking at this right now. Everybody sold. And so that's what you want to look for. So everyone that's sniped in at block 0 or whatever insider, they all sold. So nobody's holding anything right now, and that's why the project right now, the token is fairly distributed, is because of that reason. And that's when you want to come in, right? That's when you really want to make sure that the project is safe, and that's how you do your research. So yeah, no, this project looks great, man. I mean, right now nobody's holding still left from the initial launch. Yeah, I mean it looks good. I love
Yeah.
it.
Right now, crypto is a very technical business, and we're attracting people like yourself who know how to analyze things, who know how to look at the blockchain, who knows how, like when they walk into a TG community, what to look for, what are the red flags. Like we're attracting a lot of very strong technical traders that are coming in, and they understand the charts, they understand volume, they understand the supply. And we do have a plan moving forward to get out more to the public and just start attracting more and more people. But right now we're just laying the foundation because we're patient and we know that what's going to work. But we're just laying the foundation to build just a fantastic house that will hopefully take us up, over $1 billion and then some. Because of all of the work that we've laid out before and all of the people that we're bringing on. And, it's people like yourselves who understand tokenomics and are kind of savvy to the way projects work and how snipers get in. And of course, like we to be quite frank with you and everybody on this channel, we never liked the dev. The dev was not a good guy. I think there might be some signs of the snipers. We all know about this. We knew that was coming. And we are very confident that he is gone 100%. And also not part of our community, not in there. And that gives us a lot of good energy to move forward, because realistically speaking, the idea is to become like a fair store of value for people in crypto. And I think that that's really missing right now. I mean, aside from Bitcoin, there really isn't anything like us on the market right now. A lot of it is meme coin pump, like trying to take advantage of the market. We are definitely not that. We do expect very large things over the next year, even over the next 6 months, but we are not a pump and dump project. We're building it organically through the community, and we're doing it every day. I'm on these calls with all the other people that are involved in the community, trying to create all the different things that we've created so far to drive up more engagement and more. And we're doing it without a marketing fund, which is even more incredible. So we are where we are, just 10 million market cap pre SPX launch, and just we've done it completely organically, and we're just very happy to be here so far, and I think that the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah, 100%. As I'm actually looking at the bubble map as well. I see a couple cluster here, but nothing over 1% at all. Everything is looks like everything is underneath. Let Let me see here. You guys, so all this information is available for you guys to check, right? You got. So what I like to
Everything
do
is
is first
absolutely
off,
public.
I look at the bubble map. You look at the clusters, and it always tells you what a wallet buys and it distributes to different wallet, right? So that the second thing is I plug the contract into Dex Screener and look at the. You can always tell by insider by looking at the sniper at 0 block, right? And those are insider. So the project like this, you want all the insider or sniper to sell off. That's when the only time I go into a meme token, just exactly what this project is right now. So yeah, so this is actually a good stage. I mean, I don't really vouch for a project, but I'm looking at the chart, the distribution, and the narrative. Uh, yeah, this can be very special. You know, if the community continues to push, right? Because the problem with the CTO sometimes is that the hardship is that you don't have the funds to really go out there, go after the the sex exchanges, the centralized exchanges, etc., or even like influencers, etc. Because the community has to work for it, right? Versus you have where like a centralized token where they have a lot of money with because they control the supply, right? So those are the pros and cons. But this project here has proven that they went through the trenches already, and the chart is incredible. So I have not looked into the community yet. I'm not gonna lie. I will check out the community after this because it tells me a lot about the community over there. So yeah, man. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about the project, brother. So right now, let's talk about the community. How is the community right now? And what are you guys doing over there?
Yeah, thank you. So I mean, the strength of the community, the strength of any project is the community. And I know that that guy, what's his name, Mustap Murad, I butcher his name too, but he's like the very famous guy who's talking about meme coins every day. When he talks about everybody holds. Everything that he says is what we have already. And we're not on the radar, and that's fine. I think that that's probably the best time to be loading up on a project before a guy like that starts speaking about it. But through our community, they are everything. We are fanatical. If you haven't seen our distribution, not distribution, excuse me, tweets and just social media presence, you will hopefully in the future. You can look at my icon there. It's called the Bagsy icon. We'll go into AMAs and everybody's got one of these, and it's just a sea of green. And it's just a really, really cool thing to do because it means that every single person in the community has a voice and that they are able to join an AMA and make a presence known. And when you scroll down and you see 150 of these green memes coin icons, it's just really cool to see. So together as a community, what have we done? We took over in December of 2023, and since then we have a roadmap that has come out, and we've kind of updated it a little bit so the website has a roadmap. We do have a vision of where the project is going to go, but what have we done so far? I know I was reading some of the questions. Everybody wants to know what are our marketing plans? What are the plans for the project in the future? Well, we don't have a marketing budget, but what we've done so far has just been independent. We created a merch store launch, which you can go on there and purchase merch, and all of that goes into just a small marketing fund. I mean, it's just like stuff that we use for like competitions and like buy competitions, etc. And also upkeep of just the website. We also launched a sticker campaign, which is actually really cool. So a lot of our community members are just ordering stickers and going around putting stickers that has a QR code that goes straight to our website, which has been just a really neat thing from the community design. We also have the new website that we launched that looks really good. Please go visit it. We also have Bagsifier, which is one suite in the website that allows you to create Bagsy memes. And so if you have an idea and you don't want to go and download the logo and all this other stuff, you can just go to the Bagsy Memesifier, plug in your image, and then create a meme, and it takes seconds. And you don't have to download anything and just do it right away. So and then you can tweet it out. So that's pretty cool. Something made by one of our community members as well. And we also have the PFP maker, so profile maker. So you can go and make this cool profile that I have in there. You can see kind of sort of, if you click on my icon, you can see my face in there. That is my face down below. And then everybody has one of those, and like I said, it's cool when you go out into an AMA and everyone's got one of those, or you go into a Spaces. I use that on my Twitter account as well, and everybody kind of has that. So that's a really cool kind of branding and marketing thing that you would never expect to be effective, but it actually is quite effective when we go in there and everybody sees this wall of green and they're like, what's about this project? That's what we want. We want people asking questions about the project. We're also tickertrending.com listings, so we're up there as well. And those are just some of the things that we have done so far. We're doing weekly raffles. We also just recently, as I said, onboarded Didi Tehutu. And he has 84,000 followers on YouTube. He's going to do a YouTube video about us. We're looking to, on the day of the AMA, we use some of that small marketing fund to buy some Didi BAM, which is his token. And we're going to make a donation to quite possibly, what's it called, like a charity of his choice. And we're really happy to have Didi on there. And if you guys have no idea who he is, please go and look him up. Didi Heitutu, and he's got like a huge YouTube channel where he talks about coins, and he's got a podcast going as well. And we did not spend $1 to onboard him. He came through a community member, seeing our show army, and saw the strength of what the possibilities are. And now we know he's a bag holder, and also he started to produce some media for us, and that's just the coolest thing, because we know that anybody who's come on board has come on board because they love the project and not because we shilled them some and they're going to just dump on you, right? So that's kind of what our community is about. I think we have about 1,800 communities members in the TG, and we know that we have more people watching us on the sidelines, waiting to see. We have some very affluent influencers on the team that are like the core members, like Patty Stash and Joe Grower. And these are people who have deep social media connections to some of the biggest names in the industry. And we know that these people are just kind of waiting because they're just kind of want to see like what the market is going to be like. But as people start to realize more of the numbers, some of these influencers, they don't even really take the time to look at our project. They say they do, but they don't really like Seattle just sat down for 5 minutes and was able to tell quite a lot. But I guarantee you a lot of these people just say, yeah, I get 100 of these a day and I'm going to look at it at some point, but they haven't yet. But anybody who actually does starts to get pretty interested. And that's kind of what we're really pushing right now and why I'm on this AMA to speak with you guys.
Right, and I guess you guys can call us influencers or whatever you want to call it, but you're right. A lot of influencers, we do invest in project, but not necessarily we will openly talk about it. So that's the thing too. But yeah, no, this project, it's I have nothing bad to say about the project. Yeah. I mean, the chart's been consolidating as well, and so that's a good thing. I mean, even though today, I mean, Bitcoin is down, the market's down, but you guys, 7% right now, up, and it's been consolidating sideways for a few days now, or a week now. So that's what you guys want to see, right? So that's when you really know that's going to, pretty much bottom out, right? When you have the market conditions bad and it's been consolidating sideways pretty much for a week now. There's also a few technical analysis that you guys want to know, right? And that's how you make the determination or assess the project accordingly, whether you want to buy it. First, the distribution. Secondly, this project has everything. I would definitely look further into this project for sure. Yeah, man, I like the narrative, Hayden, and I think you're doing a heck of a job representing the project as well. Now, where you say that you are the main guy though, Hayden, like I feel like you speak very well. Like how many other guys like you out there, like going out here and talking about the project and do AMAs?
I'm definitely one of the forward speakers for sure, but there's about 10 people that speak at the same intensity that I do. And then obviously, like I said, we have Patty Stash, who is just epic. I mean, the guy is much better than I am at speaking. And I would say if anybody's the main guy, it's Patty. We love that guy. He couldn't be here today, otherwise he would definitely be speaking in my place. But I do a lot of it as well. I host the AMAs with Patty, and then we have Ronson, and a lot of guys that have just been around forever, that understand the project and understand like all the things that we've been through and the trials and tribulations. But like anybody who's look at Patty's stash, you'll see one of the green icons there. If you don't know who he is already, just throw him a follow, because he's a good guy. He's good at identifying tokens that make a lot of people money. And, it's, I would say if anybody was the number one guy, it's definitely Patty. Patty, if you listen to this later, buddy, hats off to you. Always. Much love.
Now, do you guys have like a treasury, like a wallet for a fund?
Yeah, we do. It's very small. We have just like a donations wallet where we collect certain things for certain not AMAs, certain like the certain funds go to the AMA. Maybe there's like a prize or something, we donate there, or if there's like stuff to do with the website, or sometimes we do one of those things called like buy sell competitions, weekly raffles. So that all comes from just a very small fund that we're able to produce on our own.
Right. Yeah, I'm actually looking at your checking out whether you guys have any sex exchanges on here yet, and it looks like you guys don't. So that's actually it's a good thing. It's actually a really good thing. That tells me that you guys are still very early. I'm actually really surprised that no one's picked you guys up yet, because the tokenomics is like it's actually really good.
Yeah, we actually think that something like that may happen when we get to maybe like the 50 million or $100 million mark. Then the SECs will start looking at us a little bit more seriously. Maybe they might consider it high risk at this point from their own portfolio analysis. But right now, it's not a super priority for us because of like the organic growth that we've had, and we know that we can hit like a certain amount of numbers just from the volume from Uniswap. And but yeah, no, it's still really, really early, and you understand that if you start analyzing other projects and other tokenomics and just what we kind of have available to us. Like I said, we only have 0.8% supply on the Uniswap available, and that's total circulating supply. So if, for example, a whale wanted to come in and buy all of it up, well, that would skyrocket the price significantly and make it essentially impossible for a whale to come and just buy everything, because that's what the tokenomics is for, and that's why the supply squeeze is so important, and that's why, like, at the stage that we're at right now, why it's critical to be buying little bits at a time if you can, because eventually when that 0.8 becomes 0.5 and 0.4 and 0.3, the price will skyrocket and nobody will be able to accumulate even 0.5% of the supply. Even right now, there's only 0.8. If someone went out and bought all of it, they would only be able to buy 0.8, and that would just jack the price up to an ungodly amount of numbers. So I know that one of the people asked, what is a supply squeeze? And I'll just take a quick second to describe it, and many of you may know, but it's what's left to purchase versus what's available. And, a lot of the times the marketing team is holding like 40% or whatever it is. And well, even though the available supply is dwindling, they just start selling and diluting into the market. And that's what makes the project, it makes it very difficult for the price to climb at any point. But what makes this specific project different than most is the distribution. So nobody owns more than 0.5%, and there's only 0.8% left on the Uniswap. So if a whale comes in, and really it's not a lot of US dollars, wants to buy like 0.2%, well, he's going to have to market buy it, and that's going to decrease the supply. So as we get lower and lower and lower, it's going to be harder for whales to come in and start accumulating large amounts. And that's what the supply squeeze is. So as that supply starts dwindling and dwindling and dwindling, if someone comes and makes a big purchase, that just skyrockets the price. And that's what we're really hoping for. That's why we're in crypto. That's why I'm in crypto. I'm in crypto because I want the biggest return on my investment. And I'll be quite frank with you, I haven't found another opportunity as big as this one. And I think it's because of the math and because of the community. And I think that this project has tremendous opportunities for the future. And that is like the tokenomics, as you cannot compare. And as soon as you mention that to people, sometimes their eyes glaze over because they don't understand like what supply squeeze means and like what AMC was able to do with their token through just sheer will of the community. Well, if everybody starts buying and everybody starts holding, I believe that we can achieve the similar levels that AMC and GameStop did, which would be market-changing levels of hype and profit for the people, because we have the tokenomics and because that's what we set out to do from the very beginning.
Right. No, regarding the sex exchanges, things their philosophy has changed quite a bit. The first time we brought Nero in, I'm pretty sure you heard of Nero. I think the market cap was around 20 million, and we were actually one of the first people supporting them. And right after that, Binance picked them up, and you can verify that on their X account and on our X account as well. So regarding the market cap, no, man, a lot of the exchanges right now picking up projects early on, and they're all vouching for CTO. And I to be fair with you guys, I think you guys have better distribution than Nero when we supported them. And there was CTO as well. So I think this is actually very well distributed. But not only that, you have most of the token also already burned as well. Yeah, man, keep pushing. My suggestion for you guys is this. I think, I have to really double check everything from what I can see. I mean, 72% burn already, and nobody owns over. I think there's a wallet, probably 1% actually. If you look at the bubble map, there, it just got spread out. There's a cluster of it, but that's not big. That's not much at all. But I will make it the image, right? I will really put a lot of emphasis on this and start tagging these sex exchanges, because I think you guys probably have one of the best CTO projects out there at the moment. Put a lot of emphasis in your tokenomic, a lot of emphasis on it. Yeah. But regarding the 0.5%, there's a couple of wallets actually 1%. It just got spread out. You can see the cluster through bubble map there. Mm-hmm. But that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal at all.
That's right. And, like that's what I mean. We have a very strong community. They're out every single day. If you are wondering about this project, like go to the Telegram, go join our Twitter, and just follow and just see like the kind of stuff we're pumping out. We're community army, a shill army, and we're only getting stronger. Like I said, a year. I came on when we only had 500 holders. Now we have 2,300 holders. And, I know one day we're going to have 10,000 holders. And when that happens, it's going to be a different game out here. And so we're trying our best to get the most amount of exposure and engagement from sexes and also, X holders and X influencers out there. And I think as we move forward into the future, we're going to definitely make that a priority. And I know everybody wants a sex listing. That's the big thing. And we're looking into all the different methods we can get, eyes on that. But right now it's more about just exposure on Twitter and on X and other social media platforms.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, looks good, Hayden. Looks really good, man. Looks really good. But yeah, I mean, everything you hit around the head, except for I said there's a wallet ending on 88 that holds around 1.69%. It's being spread out like around nine different wallets. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, but even then, around 2% there, that's not bad at all. Given the overall, tokenomics and everything's going on over there, what you guys have going on. So that's not bad at all.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I do appreciate the chance to just come up here and talk. I think it's a very exciting time in crypto right now. I do personally believe Bitcoin's going to go up north of $150,000. I think that the opportunity to make generational wealth is here. I've been holding this whole time, and I know how frustrated everybody is, and how we just all want and deserve and need the pump of our lives. And I've situated myself where I think is best for myself. And I hope that everybody has, at least if you're not convinced, have a look at Everybody Holds. Don't trust my word for it. Go and do your own research for it, and come out to the TG and come ask some questions and come join our community.
Yeah, definitely, Hayden. I would be joining your. I think I just joined your TG here. I definitely would be checking your community out, and yeah, man, I like the project. I like the narrative, and I think you guys have something very special here. And I think the chart says it all. Let's have a chat after this, brother.
Sounds good, brother. And once again, just thank you for having us here. Always a pleasure, and always here to answer any questions anyone has.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions. I think for the most part, I think the project is very straightforward, and I think most of all the questions probably got answered already. But if you guys like to want to answer some of the questions that we have, I think there's like at least 50 questions. You guys are more than welcome to come in, and it's under the comments section, and you guys can go ahead and answer that. But I tell you what, we're gonna wrap it up. Hayden, if you can go ahead and just pick one winner here. Just as a listener, if you can do that for me, that'd be great. So it doesn't come from me.
Okay, well, I'm just scrolling through here, and I really like banana cake. So there's a guy named Banana Bun. Banana Bun's the winner.
Awesome. You can grab the username and send it to me. That'd be great, brother.
No
and after this, guy, we will open the room just for fun. Join the TG. If you guys join the TG, I'll tell you what. Today, we're not gonna do a random number, but I'll tell you what. Join the TG. Give a feedback on the AMA, and we will go there and pick. Let's do a $15 over there. Okay, my team will go over there. Just give a feedback. Do not spam their room, but join the TG. No random number in our room today. Everything's gonna be towards their community. So $15 over there as well. Hayden, great job representing the project, man. I like everything you guys are doing over there. The chart looks great. Distribution is great as well. I think you guys are truly a CTO, and I think you guys should put a lot of emphasis on that. Make an image of your distribution, emphasize about the 72% burn, the contract being renounced, and fairly distributed. I think that's where you want to put a lot of focus on, because I think you don't have a lot of projects out there like this.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. And, and just encourage everybody just to take a look at it. Be safe out there, all right? Have a good New Year's. And, don't drink and drive.
Sounds good, brother. Hey, let's chat. Let's chat soon after this. Not today, but maybe tomorrow.
Sounds good, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right, we'll chat soon. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Bye-bye. And that wraps it up. I do have to run to another meeting as well. Hey, the project looks good. It looks really good. I have nothing to say bad about this project. The narrative's there. I mean, they got everything going on. So I would definitely be looking to the project myself, not financial advice. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.